Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Discriminating Gamer and another unboxing video. Today we're going to take a look at Dungeons & Dragons Onslaught, Tendrils of the Lichen Lich Starter Set. Now, this is a high-octane miniatures game by Nicholas Yu and Travis Severance. I think I got that correct. I hope I did. And published by WizKids. All right. What is Onslaught? Well, I'm sure you guys know, but let's figure it out again. Dungeons & Dragons Onslaught is a competitive skirmish game in which each player controls an adventuring party from one of the powerful factions of the Forgotten Realms. Parties delve into dungeons, battle rival adventurers, and confront fearsome monsters on a quest for treasure and glory. Now, this is a 90-plus minute game, ages 14 and up, and is for 2 players. All right. And it looks like this is going to include the Emerald Enclave and the Lord's Alliance factions. Now, Onslaught's one of those games I've heard about, I've seen it, I've always wanted to play it, never got a chance. So I'm actually really excited to give this one a try and give this one a play because I really wanted to see how this one goes. All right, let's get this thing open up. Let's see how it is. And I sharpened my knife, and apparently I sharpened it a little bit too much. I can fix that. All right, let's get this thing opened up. Now, let's see. The nice thing about this set is it's going to come with a bunch of pre-painted miniatures, it looks like here, which I do like that. Okay, open this thing up. And what do we got? A lot of space, which is not a problem. Looks like we're just going to have space to put stuff. And a little silica gel. We'll put that off to the side. But I think there's some stuff underneath here. That's what it's looking like. Okay, not seen any rules yet or anything else, so we're just going to work our way down. Okay, let's start off with a little bit of the cards and whatnot. I will zoom in just a little bit so you can see what these cards look like. Let's see. Okay, now, like I said, I've always wanted to play this game. I just never had a chance to play it. So, looks like, I'm sure you guys might know what these are. It looks like it's just going to be maybe some action cards for your movement. Oh, no, these are the different character cards. I should probably get this thing on the right side. All right, tell you what, let's put those down. Let's go to this side. All right, so these are going to be your character action cards. Now, it looks a little dark, doesn't it? My room's dark today for some reason. I don't know why. All right, so if I can get my fat thumb out of the way, so you can take a look at these. Man, I'll tell you what, I change the lights, and I think it's better, and then I do something, and then it's not. All right, well, hopefully you can see these good enough. Pause the camera if you need to. All right, and that is going to be, it looks like I'm going to say your action cards for your different factions. All right, and then these are just going to be some other different cards. Like I said, I don't know, a weapon. I don't know how this game plays. All I know is I've always wanted to play it. I've always, I played a lot of D&D stuff and whatnot as a kid. And I do like the idea of this skirmish game, and I have heard that Onslaught was actually a really, really good game. Okay. So, hope these are coming across. This is some really small text on these. So I hope you can see these okay. Sans time, and what's the last one right here? Adaptable antidote. All right. Let's bounce that back out just a little bit. Okay, because we're going to take these cards and stick these off to the side with all of those. Now, let's go ahead and take a look at these miniatures as we slowly work our way down towards the bottom. And you know what? They tape these things shut. All right, I guess I don't want them to come flying open during shipping. So, pre-painted miniatures are always a plus. So let's see if we can see what that is. Like I said, man, you know what? Give me 1 second here. And let's flip on another light and let's see if that actually makes any sort of a difference. I get a lot of glare with this one. That's why I don't like to turn this one on. But if it'll help a little bit, I'll just have to figure that one out. Okay, I'll figure out how he goes back in there. I can't get the guy out. Okay. All right. I will say the miniatures do look really cool. They do look really, really cool. Okay, there's a couple of the eyes. I just looking at them through the box. Holy crud! Some of the eyes were, well, miniatures and eyes. You know how that goes. But when they're pre-painted, I mean, they got a little patch right there. I mean, so they little tattoo down the side. When they're pre-painted, you gotta expect them necessarily not to be too super perfect, but that is okay. They are so much better than just regular plain old solid gray or whatnot. So I always thought WizKids has always done a fantastic job with their miniatures and their pre-painted. It's always been more than good enough for me. I'll take them every day of the week. Okay, this guy looks like he's wearing goggles. Actually, I think he is wearing goggles. Well, that would explain why the eyes look super white. He's wearing goggles. Okay, take back everything I said. All right, boy, these guys are just tough to get out of here. Man, even with this other light on, it's still dark in my room. I think I have like 4 lights on too. All right, and this guy's really, really hard to see. It's really dark, but he is just, come on, focus in on there, it's not really wanting to do it. All right, well, let's get him down there, and this guy here, he's going in here somehow. There we go, got him in there. Okay, now let's move on and let's see what else we can find. So looks like we're going to have a couple small little boards there. Let's see what these are. So now the nice thing is these, they're little turn dials on them. Okay, so these are all going to come pre-assembled, so you don't have to, I hope you see that, you don't have to worry about building them yourself. Some people like doing it, some people don't like doing it. Boy, it's just right there on the edge. But yeah, those are good. Lieutenant Ramsey Oak Shade. Okay, so I'll pop these up if you need to pause on it for just a second to kind of take a look at it. Oh, here's a round tracker. All right, what do we have here? This is okay. A couple just flat boards. All right, so we got Lord Victor Ambersmark. All right. Oops, I didn't mean to knock the camera there. There's your Lichen Lich. Oh, enraged. Don't make him angry. All right, looks like these are going to be some health trackers, maybe some, looks our shields. Okay, not really sure what this is. Movement, get a movement bonus or something like that. All right. Oh, Two Tails the Barbarian. Nice. Lieutenant Garina Steelheart. Okay. The Barefoot Madeline. Sergeant Rand Damick. So I do like the fact that all these guys have their own abilities. Yeah, I'm not even going to pronounce that. This is Melamine. Okay. Well, you guys know I am so bad with pronouncing names. Okay, and so those, let's just stick these all back in here real fast. I don't lose everything. All right, and let's see, what is this deck of cards? All right, so we got some initiative cards. All right, so this is going to be 1 through 12, and on nothing fancy on the other side. Initiative, 10.5. So you got half initiatives in this. Okay, if you got to squeeze someone in, I guess. So there's your monster initiatives. Oh, I see. The monster initiatives are going to go between. All right, and let's see. We got a little were-rat servant. Okay, and a soldier. And then we got the moss skeleton. And the mushroom skeleton. You know, these seem like they're hard to see, but they're even hard for me to see just looking at them where I'm at right now, as interesting as that is. All right, and it looks like we're going to be able to get a couple cards here. You guys probably know what these look like. I will do this, and you guys can just kind of pause it and take a look at both sides of those cards. There you go. Okay, there you go. And that is going to be the cards. So we got our big cards. We're going to have our little cards. We'll just stick these in here for right now. Actually, we don't want to put those there and there because you know what? These we know are going to go here. But we got stuff underneath this box. But first thing we're going to do is we're going to take a look at these dice. And I do like myself a good set of dice. And these, oh, these are nice. Man, that is a really cool looking yellow. That's a nice looking green. Yeah, they're kind of a marbly. They have a good feel to them. A really, really, really nice feel. Let's see. Let's throw some numbers down there. Oh, no, I do like the way these feel. I just need to get my dice tray out. Yeah, these feel really good. That's a nice, good, high-quality dice right there. Okay, now, this looks like it's going to come out. Okay, no, I guess we're going to have to take all this stuff out. Let's see, what's the easiest way to get all this stuff out of here, to get the stuff off the bottom? Boy, they did not make this part easy, did they? All right, let's do that. Okay, so down under here, we are going to have inside of this, let's get him opened up. All right, it's going to be our rule book as they slide off my shelf on my desk. Okay, it looks like we're going to have a little pouch for some reason or another. I'm not sure what's going to go in the pouch. All right, maybe we'll figure it out here in a second. Looks like we're going to have a scenario guide. We'll go through that here in a second, and some core rules. And it looks like we got, okay, forest tile reference sheet. Okay, so you get an idea of that. And there's your city tile reference sheet. All right, definitely need those. All right, so the core rules, you know what? Let's do this because it makes things just a little easier. Give me a nice flat surface to lay this on. Okay, all right, and first thing I always like to do myself, 27 pages. I always like to know about how many pages I'm getting into when I'm looking at a rule book. Okay, it looks like I got to do a little glare right there. Sorry about that, folks. Sorry about that. All right, so we're going to get a component breakdown all the way over here on the side. You're going to see all the components during the game right here as well. All right, I'm going to try to lift this corner up when I hit every page so you can kind of get a glance at it. All right, the game overview for those of you that don't know about the game. Let's see if I can keep the whole book in here as well. All right, like I said, hopefully you can pause it, maybe zoom in here if you need to, so you can read any of this if you need the game around. I tell you, the looks of this game, and from what I've heard about this game, I definitely want to play this game. I'm really excited about getting this one to the table. Okay, so we got our attack and damage. We've got a critical success and failure. I always like it when they put critical stuff in. Critical failure especially, too, me. I mean, I'll do a critical failure more than I'll do a critical success. Anybody that I game with knows how I roll dice. Whew. All right, Ray, you need a 20 to pass. I roll a 1. Yeah, that's about right. I always roll the opposite. Unless I'm a DM or something like that, then I will roll so good. But that's because it's not for my own personal character. All right. Special attacks, area of effects, cone attacks, line attacks. You got your monsters, your initiative. Looks like there's quite a bit of rules to this game. Doesn't look too overly complex. Oh, leveling up. Nice. Bunch of different condition tokens which you're going to have. Okay, a few more on this side. Character condition tokens, summoning, roster building. All right, and your punchboard terrain. Reference sheet. Okay, that book looks good. Lots of diagrams. I do like that. Okay, now we'll go ahead and take a look at the scenario guide. So the very back of the scenario guide, this is nice. Okay, you got your game round. I almost kind of wish that was also on the player's book as well. But maybe once you got the scenario set up, you don't need this book anymore, and then that's okay. If these become actual cards, that's my favorite. Just put a card. I'll probably photocopy that and stick it off to the side of the table. All right, so scenario 1, the raid. All right, so you're gonna get all your setup, your objectives, and everything else. Looks like we have an example round. Okay, so it looks like they're gonna kind of walk you through little teach me in here as well after you set up that first one using this guide. Okay, scenario 2, clash in the streets. Looks good. I love this artwork. All right, another scenario. This looks like just. Not really sure if they have a campaign in here or if these are just individual scenarios that you can kind of play. Just pick one, set you guys up, and go. So this looks good. Oh, and conclusion for your scenario 6. All right, rooftop rumble, 4-player team scenario. Now, all right, I like that. I love team games. And there you go. That actually looks good. Good scenarios in there. Now, down here, we're going to take a look at all of our tokens. Looks like we might have our player boards. And these are kind of stuck in there, but I guess I got my finger on the bottom of the box here. Okay, so let's get this paper off. And let's see what these boards look like. Okay, I'm going to do the boards first, and that way I can just kind of put them back in there. Okay, it looks like we're just going to get some basic terrain. Looks like there's a little building down here. Oh, that's a nice looking little... I like the river flow. The artwork's dark on them. If they lighten it up just a little, that would actually make it a little easier to see some stuff. But yeah, these tiles, they're dark for you, they're dark for me. So a little boat. I do like that. A little more water. Yeah. Looks like all these tiles go together nicely. Just looking at the scenario pictures as I was glancing through those really fast. They did look like you'd be able to put them together and have some really nice maps. Okay, looks like now we're going to be able to get some punch boards, and as you can see, these are actually punching out pretty nice. WizKids always does a really good job of punching out their boards, but I'm guessing that's going to be a tile overlay. We're also going to have some tokens. Okay, let's make sure a couple of these punch out pretty good for you guys. Okay, and they're a little tight, but they actually come out pretty good. Looks like they're dual-sided, maybe an open and closed side for these. All right, that looks just fine. And what else do we have right here? Let's go right side up for you. It's like, here's all our condition tokens you're going to get. Okay, poisoned, burning. Try not to get that condition. That would be a bad condition. Okay, the giant python. Don't want to run into him. Okay, and looks like this is going to be our last one. Looks like different chests you can find right there. I'm hoping to see something different. Nope, nothing different on the backside. So there's your loot, which means, okay, so yeah. So this is what you're going to see on the board. Don't know what you're going to find. Got some bad guys there. Looks like they're poisoned or whatever. I don't know how that's going to be, but they don't look friendly. All right, and then we'll put that right there. And as far as I can tell, that is, I don't think I'm missing anything. That's everything you're going to get in this game. There's actually quite a bit of stuff. A lot of tokens. I'm going to get all these punched out. All right, now let's see how this is all going to fit back in this box. So it looks like this stuff is all going to fit right back down in here. There's almost like a little lip right there that it can still fit in. And plus, when I punch that other board, that's going to give it a little more room as well. And then this is actually going to fit here. Now, I think what I might try to do is switch those and put this one on the bottom. Because taking this out all the time is a little harder to do. But that's just going to fit right in there. This kind of sits up just a hair. I'm not really sure why, but that's how it's going to be. We'll put this on here. Of course, you always want to be able to see those miniatures when you're looking at it. Get that box. Ooh, that's a tight lid fit. All right, but there you go. All right, and that is everything you're going to get in Tendrils of the Lichen Lich Starter Set from WizKids. Hope you saw what you liked in this. If you've played this game before, if you like it, please leave a comment down below on the bottom. I want to play this because, like I said, I've always wanted to play it. It always looked good, and I do like these little skirmish games. And this one just looks absolutely fantastic. But there you go. And as always, thank you for watching.
Please somebody help me on my feet again, and I don't know where I'm going, and I don't know where I've been.
Stop it. Stop mugging.